Good morning. This is your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. Seeing hot and humid conditions out there as we see those heat index values starting to rise into the upper 90s, likely getting above 100 over the next hour. Expecting a similar day to what we saw yesterday, where we'll see hot and humid conditions and a low chance of a shower or storm making it through the area this evening. If we take a look at the current surface analysis, mainly high pressure over the area with a few surface troughs. We'll have an upper level trough tried to move into the northeast part of the country as we get to the second half of the weekend. That's going to bring a break in some of the hot temperatures as well as a break in some of the humidity as we round out the end of the weekend. If we look at the upper level winds from this morning's sounding, we have some west-southwesterly to westerly winds as we go up through the column, seeing winds around 23 knots near the surface and then weakening a bit as we go through the mid-levels and peaking around 26 knots at 25,000 feet. Seeing that freezing level today at 14,500 feet. If we look at the current visible satellite, just a few high clouds still out there this morning, as well, seeing a few low-level cumulus starting to develop, but overall temperatures climbing into the upper 80s across the region with those slightly breezy winds out of the west-southwest. If we look at the short-term high-resolution model as we go through the day today, expecting mainly dry conditions, and then we'll see a very slight chance of maybe a pop-up shower well north of the local area. As we go into the evening hours, we see some of these showers and storms starting to develop off to the northwest. Low chance of one of those pushing into the local area through the overnight hours. We can't rule that out at the time. We'll likely see something similar to what we saw last night where they kind of fizzle out as they approach. But otherwise, that should wrap up by 2 a.m. And then we'll see things drying out with continued warm and muggy conditions. And as we go into our Saturday, we'll see another hot and humid day. Once again, those heat index values will be up in the triple digits. A slight chance of an afternoon shower or storm, mainly moving through north of the area. And then we'll have a better chance as we get later in the afternoon and into the evening hours, where we'll see some storms start to develop and move into the area with that upper level trough digging into the northeast and a surface boundary pushing through. Behind that boundary, we'll see things start to clear up briefly, but we'll see a break in that humidity, and we'll see temperatures back to more seasonable temperatures in the low to mid 80s as we end the weekend. If we zoom out here and look at the longer term forecast starting on Sunday, we'll see as we go through the day on Sunday, we'll have a chance of a few isolated showers, mainly during the first and middle part of the day. As we get later in the day, we'll start to see things clearing up. And then as we go into the day on Monday, it looks like we could see some upper-level energy pushing through the area, bringing a slightly better chance of a few showers or storms around during the daytime hours. We'll get a break from that as we go into the overnight hours once again. And then as we get through the rest of the week, we'll see kind of daily pop-up shower or storm chances as we go into a more seasonable kind of typical pattern for this time of year going through the remainder of the week. But we'll see those temperatures more seasonable to just below average as we go through the second part of the week. So if we look at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, main story today will be those heat index values above 100 degrees. Again, expecting to get above 100 as we go over the next hour, seeing it peak up around 108 as we go into the afternoon hours. Our actual temperature will peak around 94 degrees this afternoon. We'll keep those slightly breezy winds out of the southwest to south-southwest as we get into the afternoon hours, around 9 to 14 knots, gusting up to 20 knots. And we'll see that breeze stick around throughout much of the evening hours and into the morning of Saturday. As we get past the 20 local time frame, we pick up that about 20% chance of one of those showers and storms making it into the local area. If we see one of those push through, we could see temperatures get below this forecasted low of 79 degrees, but as that is a low chance of seeing a shower or storm, expecting that low around 79, and then we'll see things start warming up again as we get into sunrise on Saturday. Right now, tides are running normal. If we look into the weekend forecast, seeing partly to mostly cloudy skies for Saturday, we'll see a slight chance of afternoon showers, thunderstorm again, a better chance as we get later in the afternoon into the evening hours. We'll have a yellow risk for precip and lightning. We'll also see a breezy day for our Saturday, so we do have that yellow risk for winds at or above 25 knots. Overall, we'll once again see heat index values up to 108 degrees, and we'll see our actual temperature around 95 degrees. Going into Saturday evening, we bump up to an orange risk for precip and lightning, and we keep that yellow risk for winds at or above 25 knots, as well as the yellow risk for reduced ceilings of visibility as we have those showers and storms pushing through. Overall, mostly cloudy, and then we'll see breezy conditions early, and then we'll see those winds start to decrease late, seeing our low around 75 behind that boundary. As we go into Sunday, we'll see mostly cloudy conditions with a chance of a few isolated showers or storms, and then we'll see things clearing up going into the evening. With seasonal temperature high around 86 degrees, we'll see yellow chance for precip and a yellow chance for lightning for our Sunday. Looking at the extended forecast, we'll see that 20% chance of a shower storm in the area on Monday. Overall, partly to mostly cloudy conditions. Seasonal temperature with a high around 84. Going through the remainder of the week, we'll have 10 to 15% chance of a pop-up shower or storm. And we'll see those temperatures in the mid to low 80s moving through Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And those low temperatures will be in the mid to upper 60s. But overall, we'll see a few mainly partly cloudy as we go through those days with some periods of mostly cloudiness for our week next week. Well, that will wrap up the 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We'll be back again Monday at 8:15 and 10 a.m. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day.